Well, another one bites the dust. Institute, let's see here. Oh, instead of 1,200 milligrams, this is from the Institute of Medicine, instead of 1,200 milligrams of sodium a day, the new recommendations are 6,000 milligrams a day, like 4 times as much, 400% increase. And, of course, they find that sodium is required for thousands of reactions in the body, along with chloride, including helping to call in the defense system to fight infections. And you lower your salt, you can't fight infections very efficiently. Well, this joins obesity. Of course, I've been yelling about obesity, for at least 40 years. That obesity is not caused by eating too much or lack of exercise. Obesity is a simple mineral deficiency. And then in 1971, I wrote an article. It was published in an international pathology journal out of Denmark, published in like 8 languages, based on 20,000 autopsies, including 17,000 of change and of over 454 species of animals and 3,000 humans, that cholesterol had nothing to do with plugging arteries or causing cardiovascular disease. That saturated fat had nothing to do with plugging arteries or had anything to do with cardiovascular disease. It was actually all caused by inflammation and certain vitamin mineral deficiencies. In fact, inflammation is the cause of plugged arteries, not cholesterol and saturated fat. Inflammation, we're talking about eating fried foods, processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, oils, including olive oil and coconut oil, and gluten, wheat, barley, and oats. And that diabetes, type 2 diabetes, is not genetically transmitted. It's a simple mineral deficiency. We've known it's a single mineral deficiency for 70 years, and that's why our programs work so well with people with advanced, very, very resistant, treatment-resistant diabetes. And then genetics. Oh, my gosh. When I was seeing in 1960s type 2 diabetes in crocodiles and sickle cell anemia in hummingbirds and deer, I knew that the concept that genetics caused every kind of disease was wrong. And let me tell you, that observation was quite correct. And we didn't have the word back then. Of course, the word was epigenetics, which is only 10 years old. And so in the last 50 years, genetics has kind of come online. But I was seeing these things and understood way back then that these things are not caused by genetics. None of these diseases are. Okay, and the Journal of the American College of Nutrition came out in February 2015. It said the controversy over whether or not you should take a multiple vitamin is over. You want to save your life? Take a multiple vitamin. And then they said the minimum daily requirements that have been used for over 100 years are designed to just help you exist. That doesn't sound too exciting. And they went on to say that if you want to flourish, and they use the word flourish, if you want to flourish, you have to use 2,500 times the minimum daily requirement. That's 2,500 times the minimum daily requirement. That's one of the many reasons why the longevity programs work so well. Sometimes I'll give somebody 28,000 times the minimum daily requirement of a particular nutrient to help promote maintenance repair resulting from a certain disease. Like kidney failure. We get people off of dialysis even though they haven't urinated in years. They've been on kidney dialysis for years, and after a few weeks to a few months, they're urinating, and after a few weeks to a few months, they're off of dialysis and they have normal kidney function again. This is very, very simple. Okay? And so I want you to get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book, Rare Earths Forbidden Cures, and the book, Immortality. And when you look at this, you will see how very clearly that the medical system has failed again. You have to appreciate this since the beginning of written history, for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, there's been thousands of failed medical theories every century. The 20th century and the 21st century are no different. And of course, I've been yelling about this forever, and this has come out in the book. I guess the first time I said it really in a book form was in the book that's in the Smithsonian Institute. It was the basis or the result of the 10 years of research I did for the National Institutes of Health, and I did 20,000 autopsies, 10 million chemistries, 10 million studies with slides with special stains looking for pollution. It turns out that every animal, every human being that dies of what we would call natural causes dies of a nutritional deficiency disease. The 1,200-page book that came out of that is in the Institute, the Smithsonian Institute library as a national treasure. This 1,200-page book covering all that data, and it's in the Smithsonian Institute library showing that it's a national treasure. Very, very proud of that. But I didn't have the word back then. We didn't have the word epigenetics, but we knew there was a problem that everybody thinking that all diseases were caused by some genetic flaw, and that by genetic engineering we could install a good gene and cure disease. Well, it turns out none of that's true. There's not a single disease, whether it's a birth defect caused by genetics. Birth defects are caused by nutritional deficiencies in the embryo. Acquired diseases as you get older are caused by nutritional deficiencies, not genetics. And that's why the subtitle of my new book, Epigenetics, is The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. I urge you to get that trilogy of books, Epigenetics, Rare Earth-Bitten Cures and Immortality, and learn why the people who have 40 times 100-year-olds we do, they have 100 per 250 of their population, we have 100 per 10,000, don't do anything our doctor said to do. They defy all the advice about, quote, good nutrition, unquote. Well, the guys who came up with the good dietary laws, medical doctors, the average lifespan is 56. That's their own studies, which came out in 1999. Hardly a testimony that their view is correct. The people who live a long time live on diets heavy in dairy products, eggs, and lard sandwiches. Yep. I love vegetarians. Even a vegetarian can be successful, but they have to supplement heavily. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, this is another one that basically vindicates you, as it was your monologue, something you've been talking about for years. Seems in an Associated Press story, the headline reads, 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day may lower heart attack risk. They say that's good news for coffee drinkers. Consuming a moderate amount of coffee could lower the risk of clogged arteries that can lead to heart attacks, according to this new study. A study of healthy young adults in Korea found that compared with those who didn't drink coffee, those who drank 3 to 5 cups per day had a lower risk of having calcium deposits in their coronary arteries, which is an indicator of heart disease. They say the study participants who drank 3 to 4 cups had a lower risk of developing clogged arteries seen in the study, according to Dr. Alicio Guiaro, a epidemiologist at Johns Hopkins University Bloomberg School of Public Health. And this was all published in the journal Heart. He's quoted as saying, but the risk went down with just 1 cup per day compared with those that drank no coffee at all. Researchers stopped short of recommending that people drink coffee to prevent heart disease. Say that once thought that drinking coffee made you more prone to heart attacks. Evidence suggests that the habit has a neutral or beneficial effect on cardiovascular health. Previous analysis of 36 studies found that moderate coffee consumption was associated with a lower risk of heart disease. Other studies have found a link between drinking coffee and a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. In the new research, Guyar and colleagues at the Kang Buk Samsung Hospital in Seoul studied more than 25,000 men and women who underwent routine examinations. The participants had no sign of heart disease. Their average age was around 41 at the study's start, and they completed questionnaires about their eating and drinking habits and underwent a CT scan to determine the levels of coronary artery calcium, or CAC. That's a sign of coronary artery disease. Average consumption of those in the study was about 1.8 cups of coffee per day, and 13.4% of all participants had detectable levels of CAC. People who drank 3 to 5 cups daily had a 40% less calcium in their arteries than those who drank no coffee. Those who drank 1 to 3 cups had a 35% less calcium compared to those who didn't drink coffee, and those who drank 1 cup per day had only a 23% less calcium in their arteries. And I say people in the study who drank 5 or more cups of coffee had a 19% less calcium compared to those who drank no coffee. Findings show a correlation between coffee consumption and heart disease risk, and did not prove a cause and effect relationship existing between drinking coffee. But, that's something we've been talking about on this show for a number of years, that, coffee ain't so bad.
Yeah, and of course, that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book, Energy Crisis, and the CD that goes along with it, Energy Crisis, because it talks about coffee and tea, all the great antioxidants in both green tea and coffee. And that's one of the reasons why we became a publicly traded company, Doug, because we were really, really excited about the opportunity of having access to our own places where we grow the coffee beans, right? Our own plantations down in Nicaragua. And that way we get to put the blooming minerals in there, increase the mineral content in our coffee. It's fair traded, it's organic, and fertilized with the plant minerals. We're very excited about it. And of course, we have our own roasting and packaging plant in Miami. It's called Java Fit Coffee. But the book the energy crisis really goes into the history why we're a coffee drinking country compared to the European countries, which are primarily tea drinking countries. And it has to do, of course, with our revolution, because the King George wanted to tax tax tea, so he could fight his wars in Europe and not give us anything to say about it. And so we went to drinking coffee and threw all his tea bags in the Boston Harbor. That's the Boston Tea Party. And it has all the data, all the research on what diseases are reduced when you drink coffee, including Parkinson's disease, a lot of brain diseases, and cardiovascular disease. Coffee is a great herb. It tastes great. And Java Fit is the one I like. We have premium roast decaf, and my favorite flavored one is the premium roast with the cinnamon. I just love it. Thank you so much. Okay, give us a call, 1-888-379-2552. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, let's head to Minooka, Illinois, and Matt, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Matt, you're on the air.
I had a question about my wife. Her kidney doctor diagnosed her with kidney disease, nephropathy, about 3 years ago, and she's had a couple major flare-ups with blood pressure during pregnancy.
Okay.
Both times with our first child, now with our second. Her blood pressure got up to like 220s over 110.
Mm-hmm.
And he has her on labetalol and hydralazine, and now he wants to do a kidney biopsy to see what
And she's pregnant?
disease she really has. What's that?
Is she pregnant?
No, she just had a child a month ago.
Okay.
So right now she's trying to get her blood pressure back under control.
Yeah. Okay, I would think that they could do a high-resolution ultrasound and not do a kidney biopsy. I'd be real reluctant to let them stick a needle all the way in her belly cavity and take a piece of her kidney out. So how much does your wife weigh?
She's about 135 now. She's normally 120, but she's coming post-pregnancy, losing that weight right now.
Okay. Did she have any history of skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No.
Okay. Does she have any Has she have any history of asthma or bronchitis?
No.
What about bowel problems? Any complaints about constipation, diarrhea?
No, none.
Okay. And your older child, how old's the older child now?
He's 3.
Okay. Does he have any health problems?
None.
Okay, good. All right, Charmaine, are you there?
Doc.
Okay, what would you do for this 135-pound woman with sort of high blood pressure that comes and go and some kidney disease?
Well, I would just get her on a Healthy Start Pack, but she needs, for the kidney problem, she needs the Ultimate Daily.
Okay, what else would you add to dilate arteries in addition to the Ultimate Daily?
To dilate the arteries?
Yeah, it's 3 letters. Starts with an H.
HGH?
HGH, very good. Okay, very good. Yeah, dilates arteries. And almost always, almost 100%, when people are diagnosed with kidney failure, they really don't have kidney disease. What they have is the blocked arteries that carry the dirty blood into the filtering units. And you're exactly right. At 135 pounds, I'd go ahead and recommend for your wife, Matt, she get 1 Healthy Start Pack per month. I'd have her get 1 bottle of the Ultimate Daily tablets, as Shar says. That way she could have 3 tablets twice a day. That'll support healthy blood pressure and support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And also throw in 6 of the HGH capsules a day. That'll be 1 bottle a month. Take 6 at bedtime with a glass of water. And that's going to, again, support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries and lower blood pressure. And we'd want to hear from you every couple of weeks. I'd be real reluctant to go with the kidney biopsy. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know her blood pressure, her weight, and her kidney function. We want her creatinine down below 1. It'd be 0.85 or 0.92, something like that. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Yakima, Washington, and Tony, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Tony, you're on the air.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. I've got some kind of growth in my right eyelid as I pull down on my eye. It had been there a couple of weeks, so I went to the optometrist, and that was on Friday, 5 days ago. He recommended an eye surgeon appointment to have it land.
Okay, well, did he say it was a sty, which is kind of like a little infection in one of the oil ducts or in the eyelid, or what did he think it was?
He didn't say that it was a sty. He said it was a lymph, kind of a growth in between the lymph glands.
Mm-hmm.
And
so his recommendation was for surgical removal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I would do is get a second opinion from another eye doctor at the other end of town who has no relationship with that guy. Okay? It may be what he says. It may be something that just needs a little colloidal silver in your eye 3 times a day. And so I'd get another opinion before you submit to the surgery. And when you get the second opinion, give us a call, because I can't make a pontification on something that I haven't seen, and this guy's referred you to a surgeon, and so I would get a second opinion, then call me back. But in the meantime, you can put our colloidal silver in your eye, put a dropper full in a couple ounces of water, and bathe that eye in that mixture, say 3 times a day. Get that second opinion, and then call me back. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Mary, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Mary, you're on the air.
Wallach.
You have to speak up.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. And the reason I'm calling is recently I had a EKG, and the doctor came back and said that in about 20 years I would need a heart, not a heart transplant, but a pacemaker. And I do have hypertension, so I was wondering what I could do to cure that.
Okay, why did he say you needed a pacemaker? Are you having irregular heartbeats, or?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you have a back problem?
No.
Never been to a massage therapist or chiropractor?
I've gone to a massage therapist before, but...
How much have you shrunk in height since you were 20 years old?
I would say maybe 1/4 of an inch.
Okay, how old are you?
68.
And what do you weigh?
170.
Okay, Shar, here's a 170-pound lady, has high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat. What'd you do for her?
She needs 2 of the healthy bone and joint packs because of she needs the glucogel too.
Okay. And what would you do for the high blood pressure?
Well, Ultimate Daily plus the calcium that's in the pack.
Very, very good. Yeah, none of the bad foods, Mary. You want to stay away from anything inflammatory. You want to stay away from fried foods, processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, oils, including olive oil. Stay away from gluten. And, of course, you want 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month and 1 bottle a month of the Ultimate Dailies. Take 3 of those twice a day. And call us in 2 weeks. Let us know your blood pressure.
All right, let's head across the bay to Monterey, California. And Kevin, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Kevin, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Doc. Nice to talk to you again.
Thank you, sir. What's up?
A couple of months ago, I had what they're calling a heart flutter. And I went to the hospital, spent a few months in there, and my cardiologist seemed to have cured it. But now they want to hook me up with what they call a ZIO patch. And they apparently tape this thing to your chest, leave it there for 14 days, and then undo it and download whatever it's been recording. They don't tell me much about it, and I was curious if you would know anything about it.
Okay, well, first of all, how much do you weigh, Kevin?
Oh?
Anybody home? Okay, we need to go to another guy. Kevin's not communicating.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Melanie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Melanie, what's up?
Well, I have been diagnosed with ALS.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 63.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
156.
Okay, well, ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, is Lou Gehrig's disease.
Right.
And Lou Gehrig's disease is related to Parkinson's disease, MS, things like dementias. It's also related to many other brain diseases, and it's caused by a malnutrition of the brain over time, plus the brain being attacked by free radicals. And so, what would you do for this lady here? Shar has ALS, and you've seen ALS patients, notably Roger, right? Roger Kirkby from Jackson, Michigan, and he had ALS. So, what would you recommend for Melanie?
Well, I would give her 2 healthy brain and heart packs because they got the selenium in them.
Okay.
And get her on a lot of eggs every day.
Okay, 156 pounds. I'd have her eat, 68 eggs per 100 pounds of body weight. So I'd go ahead, Melanie, you have about 10 to 12 eggs a day. And they got to be poached with a soft yolk, soft boiled with a soft yolk, soft scrambled in butter, not margarine or oils. That's to help give your brain the raw materials it needs to rebuild itself. The 2 healthy brain and heart packs, that's 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And this will give you the raw materials your brain needs to maintain itself and help support maintenance and repair. And I'd also give her a couple of other things. What would you do for brain metabolism and also for the memory piece of this? What would you throw in here in addition to the 2 healthy brain and heart packs?
Well, she could have the Memory FX.
Okay, very good. 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month of Memory FX.
What about the de-stress?
Okay, perfect. De-stress, which is for brain metabolism. Okay, I'd go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And one more thing.
One more thing?
Yeah.
I would give her the Ultimate Daily to keep the circulation.
Very good. Very good. Ultimate Daily, go ahead and take 3 of those tablets twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. And then call us every couple of weeks and let us know what's going on, Melanie. We'll walk you through this. Yeah, we've seen really, really great results many hundreds of times every year with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, things like Parkinson's, and also MS. So you have, you do the right thing, stay away from all the bad foods. You have every reason to expect some great results. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California. And Art, you are on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Art, you're on the air.
Dr. Joe Wallach, thank you. This is Art from Los Angeles, California.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scheduled to have a knee replacement next month on the 21st, and I've heard you talk to Benny Hinn about you can help me out there with
yes.
that particular.
Okay, sir, how much do you weigh?
I'm 6'4", 265.
Okay, do you have any other issues, any skin problems or respiratory problems?
Yeah, I'm asthmatic.
Okay.
High blood, high cholesterol.
High blood. And what's your cholesterol?
It's high, but I heard you tell Benny Hinn that that the cholesterol, they issued the doctors beginning of the year, I believe last year, that the cholesterol medicine is not to be prescribing it or something.
That's right. So statin drugs should not be prescribed because they increase your risk of type 2 diabetes by 52%, Alzheimer's disease by 100%. And cholesterol is an essential nutrient. They've created so many problems. The cholesterol should run between 220 and 270. The Eskimos up above the Arctic Circle, their cholesterols run 350 to 500, and they have the fewest cataracts of anybody.
Yeah, I stopped taking it after. I stopped taking it, doctor. After.
Okay, good. Yeah, no statin drugs. Okay, Shar, here's a 265-pound guy with asthma, high blood pressure, and they're talking to him about a knee replacement. What would you do for him?
Well, okay, I would give him 3 healthy bone and joint packs, and I would get him on a gluten-free diet immediately because the asthma indicates that he has a absorption problem, obviously, and a digestive problem. That's why he got it in the first place.
Yep, and high blood pressure.
Yep, high blood pressure, he needs to take the Ultimate Daily for the blood pressure.
Okay, very good. 3 healthy bone and joint packs, absolutely. They're designed to support and promote maintenance, repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. And Char's exactly right. It's 1 per 100 pounds of body weight, so 3 healthy bone and joint packs per month. It'll be an ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'd go with 20 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and 5 at bedtime with a glass of water. And for the high blood pressure, Char says, I'd have you take the Ultimate Daily tablets, and I want you to take 12 a day. It'd be 4 at breakfast, 4 at lunch, 4 at dinner. That's going to be 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily tablets, and they're designed to support and promote healthy blood pressure and support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And again, you need to be drop-dead free of fried foods, processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no oils, which create inflammation all over, including the arteries. Absolutely no oils. It means no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils, and absolutely no gluten. Gluten intolerance is what results in secondary malabsorption, which results then in asthma. And the asthma will go away very quickly, and that'll be a great sort of a gauge to tell you how really good you are at being gluten intolerant. And don't forget all the weird places you find gluten, including dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food. It's in everything you eat, so you got to read labels carefully. I'd get a hold of the I'd get a hold of that CD called Serial Killers and find out all the places you're going to find hidden gluten, and really, really watch that. And call us every couple of weeks. Let us know your blood pressure. Let us know how your asthma is going, and let us how you're doing. I would put off that knee replacement for 6 months. The odds are you won't need it. And Shar, have you ever seen anybody who were told they need a knee replacement, regrow cartilage?
Oh, absolutely.
More than once?
Oh, yeah. Over and over. As a matter of fact, I know somebody that did have their knee replaced, and they had more trouble with the replacement knee than they did the bad one.
Yep. It was a bad choice. And, of course, we all have to live with our choices. And so, Art, I would give this a whirl first for 6 months and then decide whether or not you want to have the surgery. Well, we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Okay, give us a call, 1-888-379-2552. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Santa Ana, California. And May, you are on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, May, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
I just have a question. I've been diagnosed with lupus nephritis for the past 9 years, and I've been taking Diavan, Placanal, and Celsep, and I've also been drinking Tangerine and all the multivitamins. I actually want to get off of all the medications, but I just wanted some advice on how can I ease off all the medications.
Okay, how much do you weigh?
I weigh 125.
Okay, and with lupus, you should have some skin problems. Do you have any rosacea on your face, or?
No.
Okay, do you ever have any dry skin on the back of your arms?
No.
Okay, on your legs?
On the legs, yes.
Okay, did you ever have any problems with asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Okay, what about constipation or diarrhea?
No.
Okay. All right. Shar, what would you do here for this lady with lupus? She's on a lot of medications. She's got some kidney problems here. What would you do for her?
Well, I'd get her on a healthy start pack, but for the kidney stuff, I would give her extra Ultimate Daily.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Yeah, I'd go ahead and give her one healthy start pack per month. I would also give her 2 bottles of the selenium. I'd give her 3 selenium at breakfast, 3 at dinner. Because when you have lupus, you have a lot of connective tissue problems and muscle problems and things. There's a lot of malabsorption, and so certainly, definitely, with the nephritis, with the kidney problems, I'd definitely get her on the Ultimate Daily tablets, as you say, Shar. I'd give her 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. That's to support and promote healthy blood pressure, to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries in the brain, the eye, the heart, and the kidneys. And again, those 3 selenium twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. I would also think about giving her the HGH to really, really work on blood flowing through those kidneys. I'd have her take 6 at bedtime. The glass of water is 1 bottle a month. And give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know your blood pressure. Let us know your weight. Let us know what else is going on. If you have increased urine flow, you go into the doctor and you show improved kidney function, whatever, discomfort, pain. Let us know how that goes. And okay, let us know how it's going, and I think you'll be amazed. But you have to stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, oats. Lupus is almost always a malabsorption problem and a multiple mineral deficiency. Okay, let's see. How much time we have here, Doug?
We got about 90 seconds.
Okay, quickly, Shar, in 90 seconds, give some recommendations to our listening audience.
Yeah, I would say that you need to learn to take care of yourself and not trust anybody else, because you are the one that cares more how you feel than the doctor or anybody. And it's in your best interest to stay healthy so you don't have to succumb to them. I don't go to them. I haven't been to a medical doctor in over 25 years. I wouldn't go because if they told me to take drugs, I wouldn't take them anyway because they kill people. And they've got everything stacked in their favor. We watched the video, about psychiatrists and everything. I forgot the name of it. It was something about managing mayhem or something like that. But basically, they said the biggest fear the doctors have is that the drugs they give you are going to kill you, and the second biggest fear is that you will get better and you won't need them anymore. And so I say stay better, stay healthy so you don't need them and don't have to go to them. And if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly right. And of course, most things are very, very simple. Doctors tend to make them complicated because it's in their financial interest. And you don't like to think that, but, when 30 cents out of every medical dollar billed to your insurance company and to the patient are fraudulent billings to the tune of $750 billion a year, $750 billion each year. Bernie Madoff went to jail for life plus 150 years for defrauding his investors of $3 billion. There's not one single doctor that gets any punishment for $750 billion. Uh-oh. Okay, well, thank you, Shar. Thank you so much, Doug and Billy. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.